Hi, this is Charity, and welcome back to another Sims 4 series. This is Stuck in the Box times 8. So what we've been doing here is just using certain skills in order to earn money, and we cannot leave our house. We started out with one tile, and Randolph is working on photography, and now he has a nectar making machine. So I think I used 42 simoleons in order to buy the apples for this. I'm not sure how much it will sell for, but he has the nectar maker aspiration, so we will be making bottles of nectar. Now, unfortunately, he is not in the basement, which I didn't think about that when I started this, but I wanted to go top down. Maybe I should have gone bottom up and had the nectar maker in the basement, but yeah, hindsight is 2020. So he will be working on probably photography mostly this round, and my goal is to try and get him an actual bed, an actual toilet, and have him be able to get his needs up, because it is now Monday at midnight. I'm going to give him 24 hours to make as much as possible. I got all of his needs up first, and I'm going to kind of switch back and forth between him and Jaylene and try to get Jaylene's needs all the way up before I switch to her. 7 simoleons and poor quality. Oh, that is terrible. Well, it is what it is. I guess we'll try and leave it here to age. I'm not sure if it will age in his inventory. Where can I put this? I don't want him to drink it. So yeah, I think we'll just stick with taking pictures for now, which is kind of boring. Okay, we have enough to get a real toilet, and the bush is not going to sell for very much. I still need it to nap in. Okay, so we got a basic wallpaper, a basic floor, a toilet, a bed, and I think we maybe need to get a shower because he doesn't wash himself in the sink automatically. At least it doesn't seem like he does. And I got everybody a bank account. So there's a mod called S&B Bank. I thought it was by Little Miss Sam, but it's not. It's by Sim Realist. And I didn't remember that. So right now we're trying to make some nectar. And I have everybody's income basically set up to go to their own bank account. And it's set to 100% for everything. So I just have to be careful that I don't select a different sim while I'm earning money. As long as I have Randolph selected, everything will go into his bank account. But his bank account right now is set for everything to go at 0% into his bank account so that it goes into the household funds and I can use them. And I'm basically just going to switch that back and forth so that it makes it easier to deal with the Sims. Oh no, he's got a looming anxiety from fear of failure. Yeah, I know you made 2 poor quality things, but I don't see why. You weren't unhappy. Maybe you're just low skilled? It's only 7 simoleons. All right, well, back to taking pictures then, I guess. Okay, we can now afford a shower, but not very much else. Okay, we're a notable newcomer again. I think we lost our fame because we were paying attention to the other people more. Okay, we basically got a nectar rack and a trash can now, so that's pretty much all we need. We're going to store all of his nectar in here and just wait for it to become more expensive. I know it's probably not going to get to be the best quality, but we'll do picture taking until then, and I think he's pretty much set. It's only 5:22 a.m., but I might try to get him a camera. Now that is going to take a while. Okay, I'd rather get the crystal clear digital camera, but that's going to be 2,000 simoleons. That's a lot. I'm going to try listing the outstanding ones on Plopsy and see if I get a better deal. Okay, someone finally wants to buy it. Okay, 63 simoleons. Okay. It's better than 23, but it's still not the greatest. There's also a freelancer. We can be a fashion photographer, but the problem with that is I think that you most of the time need to meet people and take pictures of people. So this may not work out, but I'm going to try it. Oh, this one says utilize fashion studio lights to make your oh, you have to have a subject. It says all fashion and poses are acceptable. That's not going to work. Everything needs a sim. Yeah, everything needs a sim, really. And some of them say work with a style influencer, and I don't think I can do that. Yeah, none of these are going to be able to work. There was one about flirty poses, though. I wonder if I can do a selfie and give it to them. Probably not, though. I was in a flirty pose, but no, that doesn't count. So I can do that, but I have to wait until I actually have another sim to interact with. So I have to build myself out to the next level. Okay, bills are 501 simoleons. So my thought was to divide that between the sims. But how do I manage that? Everyone's going to need 63 simoleons. So I guess I'll take the 63 simoleons from the people who have it. And the people who don't, they'll just get a free ride because the others have to make up for it. Okay, everyone had it but the painter, so we can pay bills now. Okay, I can finally afford that camera, and he is so tired. Finally, I got a normal quality nectar bottle, but that's only worth 15 simoleons. Well, we definitely need to grow some grapes or something in here. Maybe that would help if I got the grapes for free. Okay, I'm not sure if all of this will work because he doesn't have a lot of room in here, but hopefully it will. Okay, it looks like he can get by that. Now, if you can get into the bed. Yeah, he's fine. So he should be able to hopefully meet all his needs, and then he's growing grapes. So if I just harvest those once in a while, he'll get the grapes for free, and that might be a lot easier. Plus, maybe we should actually list these on Plopsy when he isn't being directly controlled. Sometimes you get more, but a lot of times it looks like you get no offers. Well, I think that's all that Randolph can do today, so we'll just go ahead and transfer the 66 simoleons he has left over to his bank account, and then we'll activate his transfers for everything that he makes to go directly to his bank account. Okay, now it's Jaylene's turn, and she should be, full needs. That's good. And then we get 24 hours with her. Does she even work today, though? Oh, she does work today. Okay, but she needs to do her daily task, which is live stream. Okay, and then we have her just working away on her live stream. And then after that, she can probably do some business plans. I mean, she really has a nice setup here already. Maybe we'll start decorating hers. So my thought was to make this corner basically their bedroom and then have them build out going this way. And then what I can do is kind of make like a diagonal thin building. It's going to look really, really funny. But I thought to have the bedroom all the way over in this corner and just kind of sprinkle the rooms as we go along a long hallway and get all the way to the other end. Actually, since she is so far ahead of everyone else, I think what I'm going to do is have her get the next step in her aspiration, which is to practice programming. Okay, I have a focused in the zone from her mastery perk. So basically, no bladder need or need for sleep. Oh, come on. There's so much in the game that basically just eliminates your need to do anything that sometimes it feels like a bit much. Okay, maybe I should upgrade her computer. We'll sell this one, and it looks like we can get her a typewriter or a standard portable computer. Well, that's a little bit better than what you were using before. Wow, that got me 18.99 simoleons. Yeah, I think the business plans are the best bet. Hacking doesn't seem to be that profitable. Of course, I'm not really that good at programming, so that might be the reason why. Okay, now I have a decent gaming computer. That's cool. And I maxed the entrepreneurial skill. Okay, time for a bed upgrade. And maybe I'll get her an actual desk instead of the one that she has right now. Okay, I upgraded some of her stuff. The only thing is I can't complete this unless I reach level 3 of the tech guru career. What if I was able to get the connections reward? I don't think that will work. No, I don't think I can do it. So basically this aspiration is probably not completable. Okay, we've got about 4,600 simoleons. So what I'm going to do is try to figure out what we're going to do for Jaylene. Okay, I think this is going to be Jaylene's place for a while. So we have started the outside a little bit, although I didn't pick a color yet. So she has her bedroom right here. And we're going to have kind of an awkward hallway that goes this way that is too wide, but right now it's a kitchen. And then we have the bathroom right here. So that's my strategy for going this way, is that we're going to have this really long, useless hallway and then have the rooms kind of built out behind it. And then the front of the building won't look as bad. It'll look like an actual big apartment building. It's just that it won't be multiple apartments on the same level. It will just be one apartment on the same level. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I want it to look like an actual house when I get done, or at least something that could be an apartment building. And that is the goal. So we'll go ahead and transfer her 1328 simoleons into her bank account, and then we'll move on to the writer. Okay, and the way that we've been getting money the best from the writer is to do a gig. So we have a convincing copy for newspaper ad for 410 simoleons. Oh, it's now Winterfest. Yeah, and I keep getting notifications that people's birthdays are coming up. So I'm not sure what I should do about this. I don't know if they're going to be able to finish the house before they die of old age. Maybe I should have made this a long-lived. Yeah, I should put this on long lifespan. Okay, well, that gives us a little bit more time, not a whole lot. Okay, I got 640 simoleons for that. Maybe we should try writing another book. I mean, he is writing level 6 now. Okay, went ahead and got him a bed and an actual toilet. So that should make his mood improved, although he's still not liking the poorly decorated room. And we're trying to do another writing gig because I'm afraid that if I try writing a book, I might not finish, or that if I do finish, it's going to get like not enough to do anything. I need to make sure that he at least has a bed and a toilet. And now that he has that, we can move on to maybe getting him a desk or an actual refrigerator. He does need a trash can, and then he should be set. Okay, we're not going to finish it, but we're going to try and write a fantasy book and see if we can get anywhere with it. Okay, so we wrote for an hour while inspired, and we have level 4 of the writing skill. And then we need to write 5 good books. Yeah, that's going to take a really long time. Oh, and you had to break your computer. Well, guess that's not going to work. Okay, I think that's all we can do for him. Basically, he has a trash can now because I think they don't really use the trash chute as much, or actually, when they use the trash chute, it sometimes gets stuck and they won't fix it. So I want a regular trash can for everyone, a sink for the dishes, and he needs his computer for his writing. Then he has his lunchbox and a toilet and a shower. I don't think that I can afford to get him a refrigerator and a counter. No, not with 88 simoleons, even if I sell the lunchbox. So he's going to have unbalanced meals for quite some time, and we'll have to move on to Terran. Okay, the painter should hopefully have no trouble making enough money to make her place nice. With the painter, I have to constantly remind myself I need at least 100 simoleons, or actually 50 simoleons, but I prefer 100, in order to start the next painting, so I can't just spend it all. And I have a bed now, a real toilet, and still the lunchbox and a trash can, but I wanted to get a shower. I can't do that until I finish this painting. Okay, Taryn is now a 1-star celebrity. So that should help our output a little bit. Okay, so Taryn has everything that she needs now. And she can even make herself something if she needs to. But the unfortunate thing is that they're going to share the refrigerator. So that's just how it's going to have to be. I can't really do anything about that. I mean, I could have things where they could put them in coolers and picnic baskets or something like that, but then they won't autonomously get them when they're supposed to. So we're just going to have to share the food. Okay, you can stop that. I need her to not use other people's money to paint, so I'm going to put her easel in her inventory. Okay, the problem with Lorena is I paid the bills and now I don't have enough money to craft any ceramics. So I think if I sell the bush, I'm going to have enough. So let her use it one more time. And then, yeah, she's kind of in a bad mood, but I can't help that. And she's too uncomfortable. Okay, I sold her cooler and we've got a sink. So that's hopefully going to make her feel better because she could wash her hands. And then I'm going to hope that I can get enough to buy the cooler back and a toilet and a bed. Okay, we actually almost have everything that she needs. We get a trash can and expands the room one more time. And oh, I need a shower. That's right. So expand the room one more time, get a trash can and a shower, and then I want to work on maybe getting a kiln because that will help her sell things for more. Yeah, it's like 750 simoleons or something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the kiln, but we'll try. Finally, I can repair the ceramic that I broke so long ago. And it's worth 105 simoleons. Okay, but where do I put it? It's huge. I'm going to have to rearrange things, I think. Because she's not going to be able to get to the trash can if I put something there. No, I don't think it works. I have to expand again. Okay, can't remember if you fire it and then break it or break it and then fire it. Does it matter which order you do that in? No, don't drink anything. I hate it when they get stuff to drink. Oh, it requires pottery skill level 10 in order to glaze. Okay, she can't even do any glazing. And it's unbreakable. So, yeah, you can't do the unbreakable coating. You have to break it first, repair it, and then can you glaze it? She's out of time, really. Okay, you finish that. Okay, the woodworking person is making a whole lot of money. So we're just going to go and get rid of that and get you an actual toilet. Whoops, but then I don't have any money to craft with. Oh well. We'll start with the knife block. Yeah, woodworking is overpowered, especially once you get to those bathtubs. I think the bathtub is the one that gives you the most profit. Okay, so now we have a bedroom and the hallway that is also a kitchen, and then a small little bathroom. So I think that's pretty much all she needs. I'm just going to build up a little bit more so that I have something else to work with for the next time. Now, it doesn't really matter as much for the basement how the outside walls look. So I might allow a different shape in the basement, but it has to still kind of go along the same direction anyway. And it needs to be reasonable from the inside. So I don't want like a one tile hallway going all the way to the other side. That's a little bit cheaty. I want to actually build rooms as I go along, not go directly to the staircase. Okay, I think this is going to be Vivian's place. So she actually has a workshop over here, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a bedroom, which just has a bed in it for now. I'm going to change that later, but for now it's just a bed. And then she actually made her own toilet and bathtub, so she can take a bath now instead of a shower. And I did give her a stove. I might regret that, but what is her cooking level at? Probably no cooking. Yeah, no cooking at all. Well, I did give her a smoke detector, and there is a sprinkler system on the lot. So don't start a fire, Vivian. Okay, now we have Shauna, and she actually has level 10 in violin, so we can write a song. Although, maybe I should get a better violin. Okay, who's making food? I know people are making food. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, people are going to make food. And the person who is currently being played, yeah, they're resuming grilled cheese. Some people are trying to make things that are supposed to be on the stove, and only one person has a stove. Well, that's not good. I did not consider that. Yeah, she's the only one that has a stove. Nobody else can make something with a stove. And of course, that's the first thing that they want to make. Okay, now we're going to do some lyrics. Okay, so Shauna didn't finish writing her lyrics, but she has a violin song now and a mixtape that she can license. So, yeah, she is probably behind compared to the others, but she does need to buy musical instruments, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage for her. She doesn't have a bed, but she has disco naps. So, she should be fine with all of this stuff. I think this is pretty much what she had from last time. Maybe I'll paint the walls. Oh no, her shower is broken. Alright, now for the flower arranging person. This one is difficult. Okay, bills this time are 1,502 simoleons. So that's going to be 188 per person. Well, apparently we're all going to age up. So Tabitha's now an adult, and she's probably going to go through a midlife crisis. Okay, that's more like it. Finally, I'm making pink orchids, and they cost 844 simoleons to start, but they sell for about 2,300. So I can make about 1,300 simoleons or more a pop, as long as she makes a normal quality one at least, and not a poor quality one. Okay, I went way over with this one. I kind of forgot about that. So let's just make up her house real quick. Okay, so this is what we have for the gardener slash flower arranger. We have a bedroom with a bed and the flower arranging table. There's a bathroom with a shower, a toilet, and a sink. Then we have this kitchen area with the refrigerator, counter, trash can, and all of the plants. So let's hope that she can actually make some money now since she's making the pink orchids. And this is Charity. Thanks for watching.